What's up? My name is Paul, AKA That Get Right, and welcome to Vuori Active Studio. Today, you and I are gonna work on some mobility and some core. We're gonna attack the ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, and spine to help you feel looser than you did before. All you're gonna need is a foam roller, your body weight, and a loop band, but it's all good if you don't have the loop band. You'll be set up for success with just your body, gravity, and a foam roller, and maybe a towel if you get sweaty like I do. So that being said, let's hop right into it. Just to repeat, we're gonna attack the ankles, knees, hips, spine, and shoulders. If you have anything you need to modify, of course do so. We're trying to promote mobility with this class, all right? Let's get started thinking about those ankles. We're gonna do a few strength movements and then roll out that area. So let's think about the ankles and strengthen the ankles right now with a little squat. And you are more than welcome to take your shoes off if you feel more comfortable doing that too. I'm gonna keep my shoes on so my outfit looks complete and put together. So right now, I'm gonna point this foot back. And don't have your foot so far back behind you. We're not doing a lunge. I just wanna get a stretch out of the top of our ankles. So point your foot back. We're gonna try to drop the hip straight down and almost drag your foot forward. Ooh, don't fall. And then stand up. You should feel a big stretch in the front of that ankle. Let's do that on each side for 30 seconds. Maybe 6 or 7 reps on each side. Ready, set, take off. Almost bringing my shin to a parallel position, to where the shin is parallel to the floor. But yeah, drag that toe and that foot forward as you go down. We're thinking about the ankles for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna travel up and get more knee and hip, but the knees and hips are gonna get some work with all this too. Let's do about 2 more of these. 1, get real low and pause. 2, good. And we'll switch sides, and just like that, I'm already sweating. Let's switch it up. 30 quick seconds on the other side, the top of the ankle. Pointing my toe back. Go ahead, sink and drag and stand. And you work with what your body is gonna let you do. I'm wobbly. Find your balance. Find those long inhales and exhales. This feels good. I mean, I've had a ton of ankle sprains in my life, so anytime I do stuff like this, it's relieving from my ankles. Let's get 1 more of these. Good, now let's just work on dorsiflexion, each side at a time. So we're gonna do this. I'll face you at an angle. All we're gonna do is bring our knee as far forward as we can above your toes, letting that knee line up with your second toe. So 30 seconds, driving the knee over your toe. Ready? Go ahead, all the way forward. And then come right back. Try to keep your foot as flat as you can. And I feel a stretch behind too, my Achilles and my calf. But yeah, we're just working on some dorsiflexion. Yep, and maybe see if you can get a little extra every time, maybe an extra millimeter or 2. I'm gonna do 2 more of these. Here's 1. Last one. Get as far as you can, hold, breathe. Excellent, and then we just switch sides, same exact thing. We're gonna have some ankle dorsiflexion. 1 more thing to do after this, and then we'll get to that foam roller. Ready? Go right ahead. And I'll say this often, yeah, I get way more range of motion on my right side. So y'all check in with where the imbalances are. Am I getting stuck more on this side? Do I feel less stable on this side? Do I have more range on this side? Imbalances are normal. Just make sure we're aware of where they are. Let's do 2 more of these. Here's 1. Hold and breathe. Last one, knee over toe. Great, now we're gonna get into a bit more core. Thinking about hips, feet, abs. Let's place your glute band, and if you don't have one, it's all good. Place your glute band right on your feet like so. We're gonna hold a crunch on our back, shoulders off the ground, knees above your hips. I'm gonna extend one leg, tap the floor, and then alternate while I keep the other foot flexed towards me and this other hip stiff. I'm flexing. But let's do this, alternating. Go ahead, you're reaching that foot out, tapping the heel, keeping your shoulders off of the ground. We'll stay for about 30 seconds. So what do you feel? Should be thinking about it. Hips, abs. It's good to train the abs and the hips together. That's what we want to do. So do a few more of these. We'll get a quick roll out. I'm gonna count to 4 reps. Push your foot out, drop it down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cool. Now we're gonna roll out using that foam roller. And if you don't have one, there's always like, I don't know if there's a ball in your house or something you can just put your leg on top of. But just for a few seconds, let's think about the outside of the calves, the inside, and going up and down. Just a quick 30, that's all we need. Boom, let's hit it. And also maybe move your ankle around. If you get feedback, just sit into it, relax. Use your breath, that's a tool, it's a superpower. People don't realize it. Your breath is a superpower to help your body kind of get over these little ailments and help your body kind of become more in tune and connected with what you're doing. See, yeah, that's painful right there, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides, same exact thing. Other calf. Gonna do a bit more ankle stuff after this before we start to get into more of the hips. And yeah, immediately I get that feedback. There's like a knot in here, but just try to sit still with it. You can even just sit completely still, press in, and try to feel that release. And see what happens when you do move your ankle around. Side to side, forward and back. I'm just spending time where I'm feeling that feedback. But let's go for 3, 2, and 1. That's it, very good. All right, let's do a bit more for the feet and the ankles, and we're gonna go up to the knees and the hips. It's gonna feel weird, but it's gonna be good for you. Right now, I'm standing on the outside of my feet. I mentioned I sprain my ankle a ton. We wanna make our ankles resilient by strengthening them. So let's just try to squat while we're standing on the outside of our feet. You can take your shoes off to feel this side a bit more. And if you don't like it, you're gonna stay like this. This works too, to work on strengthening your ankles. But let's get as low as we can. Squatting on the outside of our feet. And if your heels have to come up, it's all good. Try it out. Go, 30 seconds of it. And you're trying to come up with control too. Don't fall up. Let's squat down with control as much as we have and come back up with control. Yeah, this is good. It feels weird, but sometimes things that feel weird are real beneficial for us. All the way down and up. I'm doing 2 more of these. There's 1, let's do 1 more. 2, very good, awesome. We're gonna go right into split squats right now. This is like a standard, I think, that everybody should be doing. Really anytime you're moving your body, even if you're getting like a warm up before a lower body day. So I'm gonna, just like before, bring my shin as far forward as I can. The thought here, ankle dorsiflexion, a big quad and hip stretch, and a lot of knee flexion too. Maybe try to get your hamstring to your calf. Let's do split squat. So I'm shifting forward, knee over my toes, ankle to calf maybe, and locking the back leg out. Third time I'm mentioning this, I got tight ankles, so it's all good if that heel comes off the ground. You're just trying to maximize your range of motion, but with control. Let's keep this rolling. We're gonna do these reps together, that's 2. Gonna do 5 of these. See, I'm falling. Find your balance. Maybe find stillness at the bottom 2, 3. Breathing in between. Can you get a little bit further? 4. And keep this leg locked out too. And 5, let's switch sides, same exact thing. This is my worst. The worst. You know what I mean, this is my bad leg. So let's hit this left side and check in too. Maybe your left is bad, right is bad. Check in, because you wanna kind of cater more to the side where you can't get as much depth or range. You don't feel as strong. Maybe spend a bit more time in the weak area. We're doing 5 of these, that's 1. And 2, it's all good if you want to cheat like me and grab a little bit of a wall or your foam roller for balance. You want to create stability to create strength. 3. Let's do 2 more of these. Back leg's locking out. Maybe calf getting to that, or hamstring getting to that calf. 4. And 5, good. Split squats. Squatting on the outside of our feet. Let's do that march again, but from our feet. So band right on your feet. We're gonna extend one hip, flex the other, but we're just standing up. The goal here is not to sway too much and try to get your thigh parallel to the floor. Simple, let's march together. Opposite arm, opposite leg, and you're trying to get your thigh, if not parallel, above parallel to the floor, and find stillness. We gotta get strong hips. You have to be long and flexible, but also they have to be strong too. We'll sync our arms up as well. Let's keep this rolling. Not that much longer. Just a couple of reps here. Then we're gonna go right to our hip section. Knees and hips, do 3 more of these. 1, this is hips already, 2. 2, last 1, and 3, very good. So anytime you're working on some mobility or strengthening, mobility for the lower extremities, the ankles, knees, and hips are probably gonna work together in a lot of those exercises. We try to isolate as much as we can. But here we go. Now we're gonna think about quads and hips. Lay on your back and some hip rotation too. That's all a part of the process. So we've all done this stretch where you just kind of, lay back and try to get your quad stretched out, but we're gonna rotate the foot or the hip out as much as you can and then in as much as you can. I cannot get my knee to the floor. I know people that can. Work with what your body's gonna let you do. Make sure this hip or this foot is almost lined up with your hip. And the other leg is as straight as possible, chest facing the ceiling. Let's work on some external and internal rotation. You should feel a big hip and quad stretch. Let's hit it. 30 seconds of this. Again, we're not going a long time with every exercise, so try to be intentional with every rep. You can use your hand as an external force to pull and to push. I need you on this side. I got lots of stuff going on, but I got a little inside knee thingy, so I gotta be a bit more delicate on this side, but yeah, internal, external hip rotation, I still have to work at it. Let's go inside one more time and then we'll switch. Great, great. So if you peep, you'll see I'll be way better on my left side than my right side. But let's hit it right into the other side, bringing that foot high. It's gonna rotate in and out. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And then that foot stays planted Yeah, all the way down. You're almost trying to force it as much as you can, and then as you rotate out, keep that foot planted as best as you can. And that's always your reminder to let out those forceful, well, not forceful, but intentional inhales and exhales. Find the end range. Hang out where you get stuck. Let's do one more of these. Find the end range. Find the end range. Great. So there will be a lot of rotating with this hip stuff. So we're gonna stay on the floor. Let's get in this 90 position, all right? You're thinking chest and shoulders as square as I can keep them. See, I'm already falling over. It's all good. You work with what your body lets you do. But chest and shoulders as square as you can to this front shin. We're gonna bring our chest down without losing good posture. Bring your chest down as far as you can. Just try to maintain this good posture the whole time. Again, I have tight hips, so I have to put my hands down on the floor. But ideally, I want y'all to try to swivel over with your hands off the ground. Chest to calf. And try to maintain 90-degree angles in your legs. That's what makes this a little bit harder. If you close in, it's a little easier. Out there, it becomes a little bit harder. But let's do this little hip swivel. 3, 2, and 1. Work with what your body lets you do. I'm hinging over, swiveling, hinging over. And this is a core class. There's core when you're not letting your hands hit the floor. My abs have to contract with my hips as they move, like we're using a lot of your body as a unit. And you're thinking about the stretch you might feel outside of your leg is what you're thinking about. In my booty. Let's keep this rolling. Again, be as smooth as you can going from right to left. Chest down, swivel. Yep, chest down, swivel. Doing a few more of these. Getting the hang of it now. Let's do one more on the left and the right. Again, staying as square as possible, not letting your feet come up off the floor. And awesome. All right, let's do a strengthening movement from our feet. These are called figure 4 squats. So similar position our legs are gonna be in. We're gonna rotate the hip out, almost push your knee out as you squat down. To intensify the stretch you'll feel on the outside of your leg. Grab things if you need to. I'm gonna try to work on my balance. Grab things if needed, but ankle goes on your thigh. Let's do 30 seconds of a figure 4 squat. As low as you can, stillness, and try to stand with control. Switch sides. Maybe just getting a couple of these. And you're still rotating that hip out as you go down. Workout. My body's healthy, so it releases heat. That's why I sweat a lot. So if you're the same as me, we're healthy. Our body's releasing heat. Let's keep squatting. Try not to cheat it though. I just pulled my leg up there. Let's do it very robotically. Hip flex, rotate out, plant, squat, reverse that motion. That's how we do it. Let's do that again. Hip flexes, rotates out. Grab something if you need to. We're doing one more on each side. A little bit longer than 30. Hip flexes, rotate, plant, squat. Yeah, I'm getting looser now. Last one, hip flexes, rotate, plants, and squat. Good, let's get to our next foam roll. If you're sweaty like me, need a sip, go ahead. We're just gonna hit the quads, everybody's favorite. Quads are painful. Check me out. Make sure while you do this, You bend, extend, and see what it feels like when you rotate the hip out and in. It's kind of going across your quad too. Let's hit this for about 45 seconds because there's a lot of area to cover. Go ahead, clock started. You gotta get towards the kneecap. Inside, outside, right on top. You gotta get the middle. Again, I'm rotating my hips side to side and kind of going up and down. There's some feedback. It's just your nervous system trying to, yeah, we have to let the nervous system relax a little bit. They get up near your hip too. There's a large area to cover. Up near the hip. This is good. Yeah, I like how it feels when I bend and extend the leg. It's like I'm releasing. This is 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, let's switch sides. Other quad, ready. And hop in. Maybe start near the kneecap and travel up, or you can go up and down all the way. Everyone's body's different. Maybe you had a lot of recent leg days and this is hurting a lot, so every time you do that, you're trying to see if that feedback can release, or if you can apply a bit more tension and pressure into the foam roller. We're gonna do some more hip stuff right after this rollout. Ooh. Yep, sometimes noises, ugly faces need to get made when it hurts. All right, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So we have to think about your groin and your adductors when we think about hips and mobility. It's like 360. So simply, let's do this. Plant one foot, you're on a knee, and one foot's planted. Try not to lift the bottom of the foot up. That foot is planted. I'm trying to shift my body weight toward my down knee as I push my butt back and forward, trying to keep this foot flat so I can keep a good, intense stretch in my groin, inner thigh, adductor, whatever you want to call it. But let's do these adductor rockers for 30 good seconds. Toes forward, foot's flat, weight shifted toward the down knee, hands planted. Let's hit it. Go ahead. All the way back and all the way forward. You can even come forward to where you can find a little bit of hip extension and then shift your weight backwards. Just keep the tension in the area. Keep the length with the tension. And maybe make micro adjustments. Turn that foot. And keep moving. Let's keep this going. This is good. Everything we're doing is good. With 10 more seconds. Back, forth, back, and forth. Ah, that's good. Let's switch sides. Same exact thing. Other groin, other adductor. That foot is planted. Knee planted. Body is shifted towards. Back and forth. Go right ahead. I can run 1,000,000 miles, never slow down. Keep on singing till you feel it in your soul now. Now I'm just repeating myself. That's my job. Y'all just make sure you sync up the breath with your movement. You may not breathe like this all day long. Be very intentional when you're moving your body and breathing, because it's how our body reacts more or is affected more of what we're doing. We try to get a little hip extension. Pull as far back as you can. Forward, we're almost there. Let's do 2 more of these. Last one. Great. All right, so, we can't neglect the hamstrings also. Hamstrings, inner thighs, quads. So right now, we're gonna get a little hip action too, and ankle, knee, and shin. Let's get a hamstring stretch in between. Forward fold to a low squat. If you can't grab your feet like I can, grab your ankles or your shins. You're gonna try to pull your head towards your knee, big exhale, inhale, exhale, and then we're gonna drop our hips, shine the chest, extend your spine. Again, my ankles are tight, it's okay if your heels come off the ground, but let's try to flow with this. Maybe wiggle to the left, and the right, and then drop your hips, extend your spine. It's like we get a little spine flexion, spine extension. You just roll. Let's do this for about 40 more seconds. Calves, hamstrings, lower back. Then we got a little knee over toe, spine extension, and repeat. You're flowing though. Right after this, I want to roll out the hammies and then lift. Keep flowing. Try to stay in it. Don't get too loose or too sloppy with your intent or your form. I'm gonna do one more of these. After this, booty up, pull that head towards your knee. Ooh. Booty down, chest shines. Awesome. Whew. All right. I need a sip, or not a sip. A wipe. Let's roll out our butt and hamstrings. I have a large foam roller, so I'm just gonna do both at the same time, kind of going side to side. You can hit one for maybe 15 seconds, maybe spend time on a glute, transfer down to the hamstring, but I'm gonna go back and forth. Let's take about a minute to knock this out. You can go ahead. So you're rolling on the left side, seeing if there's feedback where it's at. These are some of the best times to try to roll out and stretch because we're loose. At least I am. I'm sweaty. We're loose. You can even rotate your hip out to try to get a little bit more access to whatever's going on in your glute. But explore a little bit of the hamstring too. When I roll out, sometimes I like to use the edge to help, get a bit more pressure into my hand. Oh, yep. Let's try it out. Try it out. It works. But there's no magic to this stuff. You just gotta try to do it with intent and make sure you're getting some type of feedback. If you're not getting feedback, it's not a bad thing. You're just gonna get more oxygen to these areas. We're just breaking down fascia. Get some blood and oxygen. Yeah, I'm using the edge a little bit, kind of adjust. This is a workout too, it's core too. I'm floating, my body's in the air. My core is engaged. So mobility is always core involved with everything if you really are intentional. That's a theme word, I've said that 10 times. Just keep hitting this. We got a bit more leg stuff to do before we hit the upper body. Upper body will be a little section, 10 seconds. I believe the legs are the roots of the body, just like a tree is nothing without its roots. A human is nothing without its legs. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, last leg and hip-ish section. We'll get this loop band on one more time. Not a lot of loop band stuff. Just a couple. But let's do a little hula hoop. Feet are planted. Remember hula hooping? Pretend you have a hula hoop around your hips. You're gonna just draw a circle. Out to the side, inner thighs. Forward, hips, other side. Other groin, push your booty back. Hamstrings. Let's just reverse this. If you wanna get more of like a lower back release, you can let your arms become dead weight. Push your booty back and around. My hips are crackling. It's okay though. This is good. Yeah, my back needs this one. So I'm trying to find the end of the circle. This will be a theme in the last section. Rotating, making circles. Slow, 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 slow. Let's do 10 more seconds of these, maybe 2 more. Whew. Last one. Ooh. Excellent, that's good. All right, lay on your side, let's do this. We're gonna draw a circle. Let's draw a big circle with our hips. A little bit of strength in there too, and core. You're gonna try to maintain a hip extension with one leg. Opposite leg is straight. This other hip is extended as best as you can. What I'm gonna do is let my leg come out to the side as far as it goes without letting my shoulders come off the ground. So let my leg come out. I'm gonna rotate this hip in, let my toe face the ceiling, flex the hip, and then reverse. Extend the hip, rotate my hip out, try to find the end range and bring it back to the starting position. Take your time with it. And try to stay at the end of the circle, the edge of the circle, I should say. All right, ready? Go ahead, hips are up. Come out to the side, keep your hands planted. Find the end range. Lift, and then reverse. Extend, rotate out. Let's keep this going. So I'm a big fan of involving a lot of the body when we're trying to promote more mobility. Sync up your body as a unit to make it work. Go slow, slow. Let's hit one more of these, down, out to the side. Ooh. Yep, I'm known for letting out those woos if you're new to meeting me. Let's do it again, last one, other side. Then we're gonna go back to that 90-90 position. Hip extended. I need to move out to the side so I don't hit the wall. Here we go, hip extended. Leg is up. Come out to the side as far as you can. Perfect, I got room. And just go slow. I can't stress that enough. Slow, so you can feel where you're getting stuck. We'll reverse them. Not long, maybe 15 more seconds. I'm gonna hit one more after this. Keep this other hip still and stable. I got kind of wobbly there. Good, that's healthy. That is healthy. All right, let's do a little hip swivel. Then we're gonna get about 10 minutes of upper body. If I could, I'd do a entirely lower body, but gotta mix in a little upper half as well. Here, you're just gonna lift the back leg up as you hinge. Bring your chest to your calf, so back leg's gonna lift up. Then I'm gonna plant it and swivel over. So we get a little bit of a strength with the stretch on the outside leg. This is all being used to lift the back leg. Little strength, little stretch. Swiveling, let's hit it. 3, 2, 1, hinge, lift the back leg, extend it if you wanna play with that. Drop, and then swivel over. Hinge, lift. See, I'm much harder on that side. It's much more easier on this side. Just keep that good posture. That's all we care about. Good posture. Just stay in this. Lift. Find that moment of stillness. do 2 more. There's 1. And there's 2. Very good. So, legs, hips. You got a little bit of ankle, a little bit of knee over toe work, a little bit of hamstring stuff, adductor stuff. We're gonna do 1 more stretch and movement before we move on, and then hit the upper body. So legs are gonna be wide here, pancake. So this is more of a, we haven't done a lot of static stuff, but let's just sit still and try to use your breath to help you gain more range of motion. And you can add flavor to this, but I'm just gonna, every time I exhale, crawl my hands forward. If this is hard, start close. I know it's hard for some people to get their hands planted in this position. Start right here, good posture. Every time you exhale, let's go forward. About 30 seconds of this, how far can you get? Keeping those legs locked out too. I know people who can put their chest on the floor. That's goals. We'll get there one day. Just keep going, and if you're at the end range, just stay right there. Stay right there. I'm almost at my end range. Yeah, this is about it. Let's hold it for 10 seconds. Hold and breathe. Lord, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I try to wiggle a little bit more. Let's get right into some upper body stuff. I spent a lot of time on the legs. I'm just a big fan of the roots, what's beneath us. Move your head and your spine and your shoulders. This should feel weird. You know, you're familiar with the cat-cow, you know, just doing this. But now I want you to think like, I don't know, like you're dancing, you're a snake. Moving your shoulders, move your head, move your pelvis too, you know, side to side. There's a name for this one, I don't know what it's called. This is called like a wild cat-cow. Just move all over, snaky cat-cow. All right, go ahead. Heads in a circle, moving your booty in a circle. Again, should feel like, oh, what? I don't move like this, but that's good. Try to, oh yeah, whatever's calling you. Head, shoulders, spine, pelvis. I don't know how goofy I look, but you should look somewhat similar to me. About 20 more seconds. Ooh, yeah. Look up a little bit. Look down. Hands are going in a circle. We're gonna mix in spine, shoulders, and chest with this. Oh, 10 seconds. It feels good. Just keep moving. Flexing, extending. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. So like I just said, we're gonna mix in some shoulders with this too. Stand up with me. Let's get on our feet. Let's do a little sweep. I'm gonna put my palm behind my head. Knuckles as high on my lower back as I can. Not low, high. We're trying to keep our arms out of our peripheral vision. Lift, reach, sweep out of your side view. I can't see my arms. And then, my right shoulder is tight, and then plant. You find out quickly what's going on with your body doing this stuff. All right, ready? About 40. Lift, reach, arms out of your side view. And it's like you're moving your arms through like water or any thick substance. Lift, reach. Thinking about shoulders here, and I feel a good chest stretch as well. Plant, we're gonna roll out the back after this. Lift, reach. Let's do 2 more of these. Plant, lift. Be robotic. 1 more, as slow as you can. Pause, lift, reach. Ooh, okay, that's good. Oh no, I can't forget. Let's use this real quick. Glute band, Y raise. Let's strengthen a little bit of the back of your shoulders. So if you don't have this, it'll still work because the muscles will contract when you are lifting your arms up. You're thinking about the middle of your spine, the erectors, really everything behind you. Let's hit this Y raise. And if you don't have a band, just over exaggerate what you're doing. You know, push your shoulders down as you raise up. We're gonna do this for about 20 more seconds. And yeah, you got good posture. Try not to lose the angle of your spine. Give me 3 more of these. Raise, flex the shoulders, 2 more. Raise, flex, last one. Great. Now just lay down on this foam roller or whatever you've been using. Get your lower back, upper back, lats, traps too, all the way up near your neck. Let's do it. Oh, yep. I always recommend people try to get in this area. We hold a lot of tension, you know, stiffness in the traps. Ooh, yep. Whatever is calling you, you know, maybe you want to just extend the spine or get a little bit of your lower back or more of the side. But let's keep this going. I'm gonna do a couple more minutes of upper body stuff. You know, I don't want y'all to neglect your upper body when it comes to mobility, because there's so much going on with our legs, ankles, knees, and hips. Upper body too. I'm gonna hit a little bit more of this. Right side, left side. Try to go back and forth. We're not doing one side at a time. Let's try to get a little bit of everything. Then we'll do maybe one more round of some upper body stuff. But really our core's been involved with everything we do. Again, you know, anytime your body's floating, just touch your abs. There's going to be an abdominal core torso contraction, but that's good. Let's get back to that 90 position, kind of like a pigeon stretch actually. Little rotation of the spine. So try to make the best, strongest, longest pigeon you can. So I'm not doing the sleeping pigeon. We're trying to create a L with your forward leg and this back knee facing the ground. We're right here. And again, make little micro adjustments if you can, but from here, I'm gonna take opposite elbow to knee, try to turn my chest, and then take the other elbow. Basically, I'm just trying to bring my elbow to the floor. Let's do that. We're thinking about rotating our spine in this position here, but of course, with our hands off the ground, whoo, core. All right, try this. You're in position with me, yep. All right, let's do it. Dip down, elbow to floor, alternate, elbow to floor. Doing that 3 more times. Elbow to floor. Don't smash your elbow. And you're trying to get your chest, if there's walls on either side, turn your chest to those walls as best as you can. Lord. All right, one more. Big stretch in my butt. Great. It's good. Again, we're trying to involve the whole body with this stuff. Other side. Ready? And go ahead. So I have to create a kind of closer angle on this side because I'm limited with my mobility. Just try to dip, turn, lift, shine the chest. Dip, turn, lift, shine the chest. Almost there. Home stretch of this. Last one with me. As much rotation as you can, or more. Awesome. All right, athlete, just do one more thing with me, and I'll let you go. A little bit of spine extension. We're gonna do a bridge. This is the regressed version. Just being like so, just pushing your hips up as much as you can, getting a little extra spine extension and dropping down. The progressed version is gonna be right here. Fingers facing back. You're gonna push your hips up and reach your hand as far back as you can and then drop down. You're trying to keep your toes forward and try to extend your hips and your spine. Last thing, let's do 10 of these. Ready? Go ahead, just count. 1, get as far as you can. Both your feet are planted and you're reaching, kind of getting a side body stretch too. There's actually a lot going on here. It's like a full body mobility movement to keep this going. Halfway. Almost there. Last one. Ooh, yeah, opening up your chest, extending your spine, and getting the hips stretched out too. Let's lay on our backs. And lay on this foam roller. You can extend your spine, or you can flex and decompress. That feels great. Just try to hang out for just a couple more seconds. I don't know if you got sweaty like me. I'm in a warm room, so my body's releasing, but regardless, use this moment to decompress from whatever you got going on in your day, in your life. I just took time to take care of my mind and my body and my mobility. Wow, should be very proud of myself. But yeah, just 10 more seconds here. We're chilling, decompressing. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. And that's it. Hey, it's a long little mobility flow that we just did. But right now, I hope you feel like you gain more access to your ankles, to your hips, to your squat. You know, we did some hamstring, inner thigh adductor stuff, spine rotation, extension, and if you did flex on the foam roller, you got a lot done. Thank you for showing up for yourself and making it through. I'll see you next time, Active Studio. I'm Coach Paul.